It's time, guys. It's time to find why this man's ass is on the event page. Double check audio. Let me double check. Hi, saying hi me, hi me. Okay, we're gonna start the event. Also, this is probably my last stream until for like 10 days. 10 days? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 days, probably. Which is a bad time because I realize a lot of game updates this week and next week. And I probably will have an addiction when I come back because Pal World gets a full release on the 10th. So I can't play until I come back. So that's probably my new addiction, Pal World, probably. Because they say when Pal World full release, they say they recommend you play from the start because a lot of things changed on full release. So yeah, probably season 2. If you guys want to, aren't you guys stuck in Minecraft? You can go finish your Minecraft. Okay, let's begin. Let's wait. I need to see if I did all my dailies. I think I did, and I did a bit of D-Zone. A little bit of D-Zone. Trapeze. Oh, I need to do this. I need to do this when I fly off too. Actually, technically, I can do this on over there. Morimens is like easy to play on my phone. I like how you click on it. It's like butt jump scare. We hit endgame, Walker finish your ship and stealing houses. Keep that. Yes, I saw the screenshot. Why is Walker lifting a whole tower back to base, bruh? Doesn't that mean you can technically steal the whole dungeon and just bring the dungeon to your house? I don't know how much storage. I think maximum 5 nodes, right? Minimum 3, maximum 5. Because I think Psych, this is Psych, right? Yeah, Psych Deep Dive is normally very short. So I'll probably read it then. Let me hydrate a bit. But the thing is, who's interested in playing Palo though? That's the question. I mean, I can probably host it 24/7, but the thing is, who's interested? Because Palo isn't as intensive, so I can just leave it on all day. But also will get raided if you leave it all day, so yeah. You've read 2 stories, one of them you'll live a long happy life. What about the other story? What about the other story? Family secret. Your neighbors whisper, your parents' words left unsaid, a stranger careful silence, don't get me wrong. There's nothing the least bit suspect about who you are, but before any of that, have you ever considered keeping no. I don't mean a dragon. I wouldn't keep a dragon either. Maybe you'll do interesting in some afterwards. True, I'll do that. I'll do that when I come back actually. Oh, before I leave. The moon. This is new CG. This is definitely new CG. Wait, let me tweak my AC so my throat doesn't go bad. Because my AC is like blowing directly at me. The brightest full moon you ever seen hang in the sky. Your limbs are weak and frail, your mind's a little sluggish. You raise your hand and the lines of old age have crept across your skin. So I... What? I'm old? Excuse me? You just bomb me right at the start of the story? So I reached this age. Tonight may well be the last. No. What does this mean? God damn it. Memory drifts back, and strangely you feel no fear of death at all. You smile instead, out of the peace that comes from somewhere deep within. Your family gathers close around you. Your youngest granddaughter, Vera, understands nothing of it, yet she lovingly nestles against your hand. Granddaughter, okay, not like 2 generations. Grandpa. Okay, I don't think we're us. I think we're someone else again. Grandpa, when can you play with me again? Look, the thing you taught me last time, I can do it now. She sets a lopsided grasshopper made from palm leaves on the quilt. Its name is Vera, because Vera is the name Grandpa gave me, and it's the best name ever. The doctor name is Joe. Vera, Grandpa needs to rest. Come here, come to Papa. Oh, the father is Joe? Such an average Joe name. Your son worried for you, moves to carry her away. Vera's lips tremble as her eyes tears up. You cough a few times with a smile, struggling to prop out your frail bones and lean against the headboard. Don't be sad, Vera. Isn't the moon lovely tonight? Let's turn the lamp down a little. Grandpa still has time for one more story. Let me think. Your gaze falls on the brass compass that have never left your side. Untouched by years, it wears a soft downy rim of silver in the moonlight. You run your thumb slowly over its surface, full of longing, and your voice grows hoarse as you sink into memory. Oh, it was more than 60 years ago when I was still a child. How young are we dying? If more than 60 years ago we were a child, doesn't that mean we're only like 60 plus? We're dying really early, aren't we? Your father is Joe, your mother is my Joe. Huh? Flashback. Leisha, the ship is about to leave port. He still isn't back? And since we won't get to say goodbye in person, at least bring this brooch to him. Okay. The boat farted really loudly. The harbor whistle blew. Pontos' friends with what? Bro, Pontos' friends with benefits, unable to see him off in person, had left behind a jangling heap of jewelry for him, and now boarded the ship with regret on their faces. Their faces? How many friends? Friends. S. He has friends with benefit. Holy shit. It's not one, it's not singular. 60. True, 60 could be long, because medical isn't that good yet, right? And the world is in peril. Wait. Guys, he wasn't just rizzing women, he was rizzing men, because he was both eager man and eager woman. Holy shit, Gramps. Gramps, that's crazy. For sake, sweetheart, when is your uncle ever gonna learn not to make so many friends? Your mother Leisha looked at you, half amused and half exasperated. With a sigh, she tucked the jewelry into the little box. You'll go back to the captain to return when the ship next make port. Your family ran an utterly ordinary little inn in a seaside town. Only one thing about it was the least bit unusual. Now let's see who this handsome young man is. First of all, that change rating. I know, right? The door swung open again on a gust of salt wind, and the one unusual thing in question swept you up around the waist, laughing and spun you through the air. Pontos, how many times I have told you, you pulled his arm right off. Uncle Pontos! Uncle Pontos! Hey there, little Jago. So we're playing as Jago then. Look what I brought back for you. Yeah, I would see him having friends with benefits with the man too. Like, damn. Hi, LTD. I had the writer of this story say one is Siwan. Siwan was pretty interesting too, but Siwan is a bit more mysterious. It was just like it felt like a horror story, right? Siwan felt more like a horror story. I don't know if this one will feel like a horror story. But damn, I can see why he has friends with benefits with that man too. That's crazy. Wait, hold on. Let me do something real quick. There you go. Okay. He snapped his fingers, spread them wide against the empty air, and a heavy copper-plated compass dropped into your palm. This had better have come by honest means. This house can't hold any more tokens of love and broken hearts. Uncle's a playboy. Uncle's a very, very strong playboy. Aisha tossed the box of jewelry back at him with a smirk and tipped her chin towards the window where the ship carrying the other half of those broken hearts had just left port. Ah, come on, you know me. I have never been any good with saying no. Considering the technical question, why not make them the main writer considering its quality? In the last 3 arc of Arc 2 are very variable from okay to meh to enjoyable. Yeah, Arc 2 story has been very, I wouldn't say, it's not bad. But compared to like some of the side stories, I can see why it's meh, right? Some of it is pretty meh compared to like the side stories, but maybe because the side stories are very focused on the character, whereas the main story felt like it's a mixed match between us and the people involved. Like, I think Doll story is still, I think it feels the Doll story is still the top. Was it Doll story that was top for me? Wait, who's part 2? Is Doll, Clementine, Murphy, Arachne? Yeah. Doll story is still top for me. Yeah, but some of it is pretty meh. I think it's because sometimes it felt too draggy. I felt like Arachne's story was a bit too draggy. Clementine was a bit hard to understand until the finale, right? Murphy's story is okay. Yeah, the thing is, it's just okay. Yeah, it does feel like it's written before Arc 2. I feel like Murphy's story felt rushed. It's not bad, but I feel like Murphy's story felt very rushed. Like, the main whole, I think it's because it felt like it was a time loop, right? Murphy's story was a time loop, so it felt very rushed for some reason, or felt very short. Reading Pontos tilted his head and dodged a hard swat from Leisha, then set you down on the floor. By the way, I made some new friends. Uncle just move on from his friends with benefits, and Uncle has made new friends. We might need to talk, Leisha. About the things you don't want to talk about. Too busy studying your new treasure, you miss the darkened look on Leisha's face. Ponto ruffles your hair. Your mother and I have a few things to talk over. If my favorite young man is willing to play upstairs for a while, I'll tell him some wonderful tales from my travels. Oh, it's a traveler. Or a captain. Is it a captain or a traveler? He had on his hand, and for the compass' sake, he took it. It's a deal handshake that belongs only to 2 of you. Time loop story, you were not much felt. Yeah, the time loop story for Murphy felt very fantastic, right? The freaking this playboy. Oh, creepy BGM. Lying on the floor of the upstairs bedroom, you dug out a map and set about, in deep concentration, using the compass to find the bearings from those seafaring tales. But the house was very old, worn down by the sea and the wind, and a few scattered words still drift up through the cracks in the floorboard. They are all already told. We can't keep hiding isn't the answer. Those beings, I can't. My talent. Uncle Pontos' voice grew increasingly desperate, just as you press your ear closer out of curiosity. The door slammed open. Pontos was hurled in by the collar and tossed inside your room. Alicia gave him the there would be no discussion look. The answer is no, Pontos. I only want you all to stay alive and safe. Keep your distance from those new friends of yours. And if things truly get out of hand, I'll take us all away from here. Come on, Leisha, I stopped being a child a long time ago. We can't keep running forever. First, learn to help me run the business and stop fooling around all day. Then we can talk about this. You rarely heard Leisha speak so harshly. She drew a breath and managed to strain a smile for you. Jago, do your mother a favor. Keep an eye on your uncle. Don't let him slip out again tonight. She left those words behind and hurried downstairs to the ledger that never seemed to end, as if to end the conversation as quickly as possible. Pontos raised an eyebrow and shrugged at you. Well, Jago, it looks like we can move story time up a little earlier. He's not hitting on me, right? I'm pretty sure it's not hitting on me, right? Right? I'm just a child? Probably? Maybe those tails had spilled out of the ship's hull along with the cargo, too strange and full of twists. Either way, even at midnight, you slept only lightly. The moonlight beyond the window laid a film of silver across your closed eye, and then something blotted it out. Click, the window latch. You open your eyes, the window had already been pulled wide open. Uncle Pontos, you can climb out the window, Mom will get angry. Pontos already halfway out the window. Without thinking, you reach out to grab hold of him. You didn't even stop to wonder why he looked as if he were hanging in mid-air. Wait, careful. Weightlessness took you and then... Did I pull his pants off? You were yanked up by the cloth at the small of your back. You were yanked up by the cloth at the small of your back, a strange smooth fur brushing across your face. When you open your eyes, a chill of horror ran up your spine. The tail of that featureless, unspeakable creature was hooked behind your back. Its tip clawing thick with hideous barbs. You had no room to register that this terrifying thing had clearly just saved you. Uncontrollably, a choke-off scream forced its way up from your throat. This thing saved me? Wait, how? Oh, it prevented me from like flying away with Pontos. He's not a groomer, so of course he wouldn't, I guess. I mean, we are like family relations with him or something, right? But he wasn't flirting with our mom. Pontos, crouched low on the back of the faceless creature, pull you up against him and clamp a hand hard over your mouth. The creature spreads its huge bat-like wings and slips soundlessly into the dark. Don't be afraid, they won't hurt you. There's no time, Jago. Stay quiet. I'll explain everything later. Pontos wrapped around your shoulder to soothe you, tucking you in between himself and the creature, his body held low, his eyes fixed on the rocky shoals in the remote corner of the harbor. Before you could ask anything, an ominous sound came crawling out from the sea like worms. Are you calling me or Pontos-izing? That's concerning. First, the talon scales, then arms, and soft breathing limbs, barnacle-crusted bodies, and a slime so foul it makes your stomach turn. You only knew the sea as an endless source of food. You never imagined it could also be home to such abominations. Their bulging, dreadful eyes were full of malice as it stared at the town's buildings. Are these the fishmen? Oh, that is not a fishman. Where is it? Where it? Must through here feed the solution, give in to dissolution. Flesh. Monsters, uncle, so many monsters. In the next moment, the faceless winged creature beneath you darted down. Pontos spread his knuckles and the murky light leaped towards the two contemptible monsters. God damn it, hurt me. They slid limply to the ground like two statues snapped in half. A soft tap. Then the half bodies pitched into the earth and crumbled into grey ash, swept off into the sea wind. Ha! I knew there were always one or two that slipped the net. Leisha and her guys should pay more attention. Leisha? Mom, what happened, uncle? Fright nearly buckled your legs and you almost slid off the creature's smooth back. Hold on a little longer, I need to make sure they are alright first. Pontos patted your shoulder, then guided the creature to carry you both towards the coastline on the far side of town. Oh, so the creature is carrying us! The bad creature is carrying us. So that when we grabbed Pontos and he got up to the air, it kind of pulled us out of the window, so we almost fell. So I guess the bad creature is carrying us together with Pontos. His wrath will burn you all away. Only rapture can Blood spray and you stand stunned. Alicia and several of the regulars fighting and strike the same creature you rode. And the hell are these creatures? The hell are these things even doing here? Never mind, that should be the last of them. Let's hope they were just passing through. Alicia and the companions left. You and Pontos stood in the shadows. You have crumpled straight into ground if you weren't holding your shoulders. He clung onto the helm of his clothes. His voice was calm and soft, as if he were trying his best to not frighten you any further. Jago, just like what you saw, those creatures that carried us here just now, they were called Gaunts. These cards? We drive them to fight for us. We drive them to fight for us. He paused, his hands resting against the Gaunt's flank, cracking his knuckles as if hesitating to how to explain. Well, we're the heroes of our adventure story, the kind who tame dragons. We tame these Gaunts. What are you talking about, Uncle Pontos? Our family just runs an inn. After the accident, there weren't many of us left. Alicia did a lot for everyone, and people leaned on her. But she didn't want us, especially you, to have anything to do with all of this. This quiet, nameless life is exactly the one she wanted for us. But there's still so many evil, ugly things out there in this world, just like the ones you saw today. I don't understand. A flicker of frustration crossed Pontos' face, rare for him, and he swept the loose golden hair from his brow back over his head. Lately, the Gaunts found me, and I can feel something far more powerful behind them. He has chosen me. He is calling to me. I could do so much more, but Alicia thinks as long as we hide well, everything will be fine. The sheer weight of it all left you blinking blankly. For the first time, you knew every single word, and still couldn't make sense of any of it strung together. Pontos seems to catch himself, came back to the moment and gave you a smile. Sorry, Jago, did I throw too much at you all once? Let's hit back before Alicia finds out we snuck off. We got all the time in the world to talk about this. In the distance, Alicia seems to glance your way. Uncle Pontos makes the gesture at you again. Pontos doesn't summon a gun to summon... I guess he controls Gaunts. And you say Gaunts are like dragons, like pet dragons. The window opened and closed again without a sound. As if it had only been the wind that opened the window, the waves outside broke and drew back, and you hear Alicia coming up the stairs. You and Pontos bury your face in the pillow, in your pillows, breathing evenly, pretending this is all an ordinary night. Cons. Wait, hold on. Before anything, what were the Gaunts? What were his Gaunts again? Oh wait, that explains a lot. How do I... Oh, we can't see his art, right? I'm pretty sure if you zoom out on his art, the claws around him are his bats. Okay, what were the Gaunts again? Raid Gaun, Vex Gaun, Slay Gaun. I'm pretty sure the art behind him is the bats, right? There's hands behind him. Oops. I wish in this animation they show what Gaunts might have looked like. Do you have Pontos? Maybe if you zoom out on his art, you can see like what these claws are. Maybe that's how the Gaunts look like. It's hard to notice. He makes no sound. It comes all at once. And in their flourishing years, people speak his name as though it has nothing to do with them until they realize he has become a friend who follows like a shadow. The Gaunt? Pontos is Batman! Batman doesn't control bats. What are you talking about? I don't have it. Only means on the Union. True, that's me too. I mean, we did tested him, and then let's just say he doesn't fit in my team as much. Someone joined the server and I was aborting it? I couldn't expect. Weird. That night, worn out from too much fright and too much thinking, you soon fell asleep. Both you and Pontos thought you had many more chances to talk about it, but you didn't. Okay, I thought it's not gonna be a horror story, and then I forgot this is Morimens. This is definitely a horror story. No, this wasn't right, you thought. A hero story wasn't supposed to go like this. Jago, close your eyes and stay with me. Wait, I recognize that art! Pontos holds you tight and run inland, away from the coast, his back shielding you. You stare in terror at flames everywhere and people scrambling through the chaos. It's not supposed to go like this. It was supposed to be that you discover your bloodline by accident, that mom, talked around by Uncle Pontos, took you under her wing, and that the three of you set out together on a journey full of thrills and danger and wonder. And then you will become a great hero. That's how the adventure story always went. Jackal, pull yourself together, it's alright. Your mother is the strongest gauntlet I have ever known. We'll sort this out. She's a gauntlet? That's a word! What do you mean? What do you mean, Jackal? This is how some... True! This is how some hero story starts, right? You need a motive. Whether it's like revenge or like justice or something like that. This is truly wondrous. Uncle Pontos, Mom! The once peaceful town was entirely engulfed in flames. Only a single day has passed, then, out of nowhere, a tide of cultists came crashing down and swallowed everything you could see. Amongst them were humans and out and out monster alike. Their indiscriminate assault set the whole town burning. Blood, salt, and reeking sprayed across your face and body. Pontos drove the hunting whistle in his hand for all it's worth, and alongside the gun, he tore a path open by sheer force. Pontos, take Jago and run! Leisha, fighting with the other gunwales to hold the tide back, saw that you were safe. Her eyes lit up and she screamed at Pontos with everything she had. What does the cultist names? A gaunt's claw shred another head shaped like a sea anemone. Leisha flung out a lash of the same murky white light Pontos' wheel, stopping him from trotting towards her. We can't win this one, but we still can buy you a little time. Run, get as far away as you can. Are you kidding me? You handle far worse cultists than this without breaking a sweat. You'll be fine. And besides, you know we always have a way out. I didn't know what Uncle Pontos mean by a way out. He only saw his gaze fall on the hunting whistle, the one he hadn't let out of his hand since the day he came back. No, never. I know what you're thinking, and I will not have my little brother trapped in the wretched place forever. Give yourself to rapture? It's probably rapture. Feed the dissolution. Leisha! In a furious tearing of scales, a cultist whose body had already been ripped in half lunged at Leisha, his crimson eyes bulging, shivering in a frenzy. Then a deep, aching sound of skin and muscle splitting open. I see you, welcome. Wait, I got it, it's a god man. He's god man. Two bodies striking the cobblestone. The sound of Viscera spilling out. And then the world went abruptly silent. You could hear nothing, see nothing. The blood, the night sky, the moon. The crimson night hanging far, far away in the distant sky. After a brief, breathless whimper wrung from the deep in his throat, Pontos let out a sound you have never heard in all your life. A wail that was nothing like a human's. Sister, Leisha. Wait, so that's why it's Uncle Pontos, because he's literally our uncle, because he's like Leisha's younger brother or something. A sharp ringing went off in your skull. A vast blankness rushed at you like a wave. No. No one survived. The Gonwards, who by day had seemed no more than friendly neighbors, were falling one after another. The honorary small townsfolk stricken the sea of fire and the tide of monsters. Thank you for the lurk, seal. But you could no longer hear any of it. Your body had betrayed you completely and was wailing right along with them, a raw, piercing cry. Sacrifice them all to the rapture. The other cultists locked onto you without the slightest trouble, and just as those claws, dripping with blasphemous slime, reached for you, Pontos blew the hunting whistle. You had never heard a shout. Hold on. He had never heard a sound so shrill and so ancient. Some unreasonable power drove straight through your eardrums and hammered at every last shred of sanity in your mind. Oh my god, his ass is out! An incomparable, vast pressure came crashing down upon the eye of the land. That's how he lost his clothes? Because he blew the whistle? Is this his god? A huge invisible force pressed Pontos flat to the ground, but he didn't seem to feel it at all, eyes wide enough to split as he recited an incomprehensible prayer. The screen shake is a bit crazy though. Not Master, Lord of God, Abyss, by the name of I call upon you. Pontos' beating shape like black arm reached up out, breathed deeper than the most ancient ocean, groping towards the one's prey they desire. Can you not say the word groping? Seeing this picture and seeing like countless beings shaped like black arms groping towards one's prey. Nodens? And the master they have chosen. Take my flesh, take my soul, take everything. Oh my god, the art, that's crazy. On the face that had always worn an easy smile, there now came a brutal, reckless resolve. As something far greater and more torrential fused into him, sky blotting wings rose, raising barrier upon barrier of pitch black dark. Answer the prayer of your proxy, grind them all to dust. Thus need we call upon. The wording. By now, no one could tell that deep, unknowable sound apart from the voice that had once been Pontos. They became one, indistinguishable, as they wished. As the shrill whistle echoed across the coastline, every last cultist crumbled into white ash. Just like that? That's crazy. What happened next? Uncle Pontos and Grandpa's mother, Vera had been holding her breath the whole time, and finally she couldn't help crying out, tears all but brimming in her eyes. As for what come next, no matter how I try, I can't remember. All I can recall is Uncle Pontos' ass. Jago, thank goodness you're finally awake. My dad, Alicia, everyone, our whole town, all of it. Through your childhood friend Orni's account, choked with sob, you learned that the entire town has been wiped out in a great explosion. Explosion? Only a handful of people had survived in the rubble, sent off to relatives or friends in the neighboring town. You had slept for 4 whole days. Who was taking care of me? No, it wasn't an explosion. I clearly remember. My head hurts. The sharp white noise in your skull dragged you back down into a daze. When you woke up again, you found yourself dimly cradled in someone's arm. Mom? Don't move too much. Your wound hasn't healed yet. Haven't healed. What? You had seen with your own eyes how the cultist tore Leisha's belly open. Yet she sat here. Here she sat at your bedside, whole and unharmed. A sudden overwhelming joy made your eyes fly open and tears come. Mom, was it all a dream? I knew you were alright. You're still alive. Hush, listen to me, Jaco. Mom has to leave you to go somewhere very far away. Only family will take good care of you. Tomorrow morning, they'll find enough money on the table. You have to live a good life. Wait, leave me? Mom, why? And Uncle Pontos, where is he? Aisha fell suddenly silent. At a moment, she gripped your hand tight, pressed the copper compass you had dropped back into your palm, and bent down to kiss your forehead. Hold on to this, Jago. Swear to me that you'll go on living somewhere safe. You tried desperately to shake your head, but Alicia gave you no chance to. Remember, never come looking for me or your uncle. Never. Mom! You bolted upright. The south wind stirred the leaves. Night had fallen before you knew it. Was it a dream? Your mother Alicia was nowhere in sight. Orny, dozing at your bedside, keeping watch over you, seemed startled. Jago, what's wrong with you? You stared directly out the window. The moon still hangs far away in the sky. Beyond that, there was nothing at all. Bruh. The best thing? What do you mean the best thing ever? Yes, don't worry. You're only gone on a long trip. He'll find you. He'll track you down every single time. There's always another reunion waiting for you, long overdue. Uncle Pontos. The memory ends, you fall silent for a long while, calling it an old man's selfishness, you think, because you may be the last person who remembers them, and you don't want them to be forgotten. You look tenderly at Vera. Your family, considerate, has left the two of you alone so you won't tire yourself out. I never saw Mom or Uncle Pontus again. If not for this compass, I probably believe it was all a hallucination after the explosion. So Vera, that's why Grandpa wanted to tell you this story. Maybe they're still soaring somewhere in the night sky, and if one day I'm gone, perhaps they just come to take me home. But I don't want to be away from Grandpa. Can you take me with you? You can't help smiling. You draw out the compass that hasn't left your side in decades and place it in Vera's palm. When you've grown, you'll understand. We'll meet again eventually, and when we're apart, I'll be thinking of you the whole time. Ouch, my eyes! The white flashbang. In the very instant the compass leaves your hand, a dense soft rustling comes from outside the window, followed by a low chuckle. Now, let me see who this handsome young man is. Oh my god, excuse me? On some vast invisible forest, the window flies wide open. In the deep, churning darks, a silver moon flickers through the gaps. Hello, Jago. So many wings, Grandpa. A sky blotting mass of countless huge black membranous wings surge towards you. Your pupils tremble as you stare, frozen at the dark heart of it. Uncle Pontus! Very, very slimy Uncle Pontus. So maybe I'll have to compass and talk about ABK. Very, very slimy Uncle Pontus. Vera's tiny hand clutches at you, leaving behind only a deep scratch. You are enfolded, smothered, swallowed. Okay. Serene, calm, familiar. Pleasurable? Huh? Can I help? Folded like laundry. Did we just get bored by like slime? We got bored by the gons. Tidal waves of white noise that engulf your ears, and you are falling. And we are okay? Jago, wake up. No more sleeping. Today's revelry is about to begin. Everyone's waiting for you. A sharp white noise sends a stab of pain through your eardrums, and you bolt upright in the bed on reflex. Though you could come around in no time, my Jago's a remarkable little fellow. Pontus nudges Leisha with his elbow, grinning. Only White, Uncle White. So many familiar faces are crowded around your bed. Your mind feels as if it has sunk into deep waters. You can't shake the sense that you've forgotten something, and a strange ease in your body feels subtly wrong. Uncle Pontus? Mom? What happened? Why is everyone here? Oh, you went on a long trip, little one. It took me a very, very long time to find you. And now I brought you home. Did we die? I'm assuming we died and we joined them? Yeah, man. Hi, Leiko. Whether we got bored by our uncle from his chest. Oh, so that's... Did he merge with the being? But doesn't it explain how he got old, though? His save is not altered. The evening sun breaks through the cloud and cups the sea into shimmering scales of light, scattering like flecks of gold across the window planes. You are back at the seaside inn where you grew up. Alright, this is... Abyss? Abyss something abyss? A throbbing egg, a shoving pressure. The town's name catches on your lips. A stretch like iron scraping glass lands from inside your skull down into your throat until your brain turns into thick, gooey paste. I don't like that. I don't like explanation. What's the transformation all over the place? As in you or the story? Are you okay? Until that warm, rough palm cups the back of your head, and as always, he laughed and pressed his forehead to yours. Hey, come back to me. What's wrong? You slowly open your mouth, groping for your voice. Pontos watches you intently and you don't understand. The way he looks at you is the way someone looks at a thing they thought they lost forever. Like looking at the most precious things in the world. Welcome back to Ebuenos? Jago. Consciousness floods back. You stare at the all familiar things around you and the sunlight baking the floorboards until they sweat out grains of salt. How strong is the sunlight? A strange, serene happiness drowns out any other thoughts. A smile slowly surfaces on your face. I remember now, Ebuenos. This is Ebuenos, the place where I grew up. That's the spirit. It's been a long time. There you go, Isaac. That's Uncle White. You're finally home, Jago. The thought seems to soak in a slime called happiness. Everyone around you as young as the day you parted. Oh, parted. When did you leave Ebuenos and how did you come back? It seems only a little while ago you were lying in some other bed. You had a granddaughter named... What's on your mind, little one? Pontos leans back against the window. The setting sun has already sunk into the sea and the last thread of light hides behind him. Uncle Pontos, I feel like I'm forgetting something very important. What was it again? Haha, if it doesn't come to you right away, then it can't be that important. Don't fret, here in Ebuenos we have all the time in the world. Come on, you're young, you got good years ahead of you. Of course you should spend them celebrating. Is he gonna turn us into a playboy too? He slings an arm around your shoulder and steer you down the newly refurbished hall downstairs, casting you into the dance floor along with the cheering crowd. Only now do you notice the inn has become a hall of dazzling splendor. Familiar faces laugh across the dance floor, raising their cups and waving at you. Wooden and glass cups knocking it together in a scattered clamor. I'm still young? I'm still young? A heavy dizziness washes over you again. That strange happiness grips you tight, not letting go. You lift your arm and see two young, strong hands. You look into the glass, and the young man's face wears the same laughter as everyone else. Friends, let's raise a toast to Ebuenos. Before you can gather yourself, Pontos reaches past your shoulder and raises his glass to the crowd. To Ebuenos! You raise your cup along with the others amid a bewildering, immense joy, and a raw voice sweeps you deeper into the crowd. You celebrate, you dance, you drink with abandon. The high house's beams of light pierce the mist rising off the sea, glittering all night long. Only when a faint pallor creeps into the edge of the sky do the revelers slump down one by one and fall asleep against each other. Then you too, a little drunk, humming a tune, sink quickly into a velvet linen cushion. Oh my god, this sentence! This is not our inn, this is so fancy. You're almost dozing off when you suddenly see Leisha's face in the corner of the hall. You hurry over to her. Mom, wait for me, where did you go? I didn't see you all night. An inexplicable panic seizes your heart and you can't help murmuring to yourself. It's so strange. Didn't I just go on a long trip? Why do I feel as though we haven't seen each other in a very long time? Your steps jerk into a halt because of the look of utter helplessness and grief on Leisha's face. She's found you, my poor Jago. You should have come here. Hurry, think while you can still remember. Remember what kind of life you lived. Your mother's tears fall on your hand, cold enough that you flinch on reflex. The chill air sends shiver racing across your whole body. Look at these people around you. Look at me. Look at what we should be. Reach into your pocket, Jago. Lopsided, rough, a little prickly. There's a grasshopper there. A grasshopper made by Vera. Named Vera. Vera, no, it's been a long time. I'm dying. I'm lying in bed. I had friends. I had the love of my life. I had children. Everything around you spins in chaotic disorder. Two completely different trains of thought tangled together. You clutch your head, doubling over in pain, gasping for air. Goodness, Jago, what's wrong? You've gone so pale. Oni barrels into you from out of nowhere, and the drowning in your ears vanish all at once. You look up and Leisha is already gone. Arnie, no, I remember now. We grew up together, didn't we? I was at your graduation, your wedding. You shouldn't be so young. We're the same age. We've both grown old. Oni stares at you with an expression you don't recognize at all, and he stares for a long, long time until you almost want to flee. And then, Jago. He sighs. With a perfectly matter-of-fact smile, he then finishes the rest of his sentence together with another voice. What are you talking about? This is Buenos. Everyone here nobody ever gets old. We revel forever. We are young forever. Someone walks out from behind Arnie. He speaks low and hoarse, like the most magnanimous and dignified of elders. That's not the voice of Pontos. It is so ancient that it swept away every trace of familiarity, leaving only the deepest reach of the ocean. The echo of seawater washing through your mind once more. Yes, this is Buenos. I come back to Buenos. We'll revel forever. We'll be young forever. You're so happy, so at ease, you are in Buenos. Every other thought, all of it is unimportant, dissolves away. And yet, for some reason, you let no one see the grasshopper whose name you had forgotten. Oh, so basically, whenever Pontos summoned in the town, basically cursed everyone, or at least cursed the bloodline, which is probably why Leisha didn't want Pontos to use the whistle, right? Because I think it cursed all the bloodline, which is why when we're dying right now, we've been found by evil Pontos, and that also explains why whatever the thing came from the sea, so that's why it's Aqua, right? Time washes away most of what you leave behind. Most people grieve a little while and then their lives gone without you. But on the rare occasion when luck is on your side, you catch the eye of a control freak who refuses to let you go. He's a control freak! A strange smooth fur, a sharp barb on his tail, a vast membranous wings carving open the night sky without a sound. Pontos bring you along on the hunt that precedes Buenos' nightly revelry. Through countless mediums beyond comprehension, the people of Buenos hunt their prey across countless dimensions. The uncanny glow still casts from inside the house windows. Gaunt after gaunt wheel in the air until Pontos standing beside you in the chariot that sheds an indescribable pearl of light lets out a resounding cry. Seize them. Let them never leave again. Let them suffer here forever. Clouds, earth, sand, snowfield, emptiness, and then back to the night again. This is no journey of course a human can comprehend. Time and space lose all meaning. You only pass through, on and on, patrolling, experiencing everything, and then being destroyed by everything. Since they dare to trespass, we will drive them out of the waking world, make them fear us, make them remember my name. Want to spend the power he has taken with reckless abandon, and the beings who have gained him now tear his enemies apart as well. Countless twisted, loathsome monsters are hunted down by the gaunts and the gaunt words. They are run through, made a part of revelry, drawing whistles and laughter of celebration without end. No, not again, no! You watch with your own eyes as the beam Pontos loses reduce the cultist to dust, only for his body to reassemble an instant later, howling in terror. He was the most devout of all cultists. Now he's already endured death and reassembly in agony, more times than anyone could count. Uncle Pontos, this thing is coming back to life? No, it's simply dying and coming back, over and over, to taste the suffering it was promised. Sometimes I let them die, as long as they give up worshipping those foul, blasphemous gods. But if their face runs too deep, not even death can release them from their suffering. As lightly as it was a trifling matter, Pontos raises his palm. An invisible force spreads the cultist's arm wide and pulls his upper body down, until it kneels prostrate before him. Come on, tell me once more, do you still worship that filthy god of yours? No, no, please, I beg you, let me die. Just let me die. There is no savior. There was never any savior. There is only abyss. There's only Adrenos? Good. Lift your head, my quarry. Bare your throat. The cultist is lying in ruins, let out a twisted sobbing laugh and crawling forward on his knees. Crane his neck up in a grisly posture. I'll grant you the gift of death. The light melts his throat away entirely like a hot knife through butter. His body collapsed at once into ashen dust and is swept off into sea on the wind. This time, the pitiful cultist does not come back. Where do the others go? The monster they get caught. They're in Ambrinos too. And Ambrinos just as eternal, only without the joy. There, nothing exists. Even pain would count as mercy. You half understand. The moonlight shines. The dawn guard you as this strange journey draws towards his close. Close your eyes, Jackal. You fall into the moist, familiar tightness embrace of darkness. Then darkness swallow you whole. Is darkness moist? I don't think darkness is meant to be moist. You are back at the house. Pontos steps down from the chariot and raises the curtain on yet another round of revelry. Are we getting our own god? This one, it seems this one really likes you. Near the windowsill by the terrace, Pontos draw apart from the bustling crowd and reach out towards a god that hovers unwilling to leave. So many things I can't remember and I don't know why. But Uncle Pontos, you're not human anymore and this isn't the world as I understood, is it? Am I already dead? As if he hadn't expected you to ask so bluntly, Pontos raised an eyebrow in a mild surprise and then he laughs. My dear little one, of course not. Stay in Ambrinos and you'll live the grand, extraordinary life you'll long for in the storybooks of your childhood, never to be worn away again. We'll go on adventures, we'll flee the mundane world, and the enemies who brought upheaval and ruin into our lives will be beaten down until they never dare to show their face again. My slimy darkness, yeah. You draw a deep breath. More than once, your fingers find that grasshopper lopsided, rough, and a little pricky. Yes, all that sounds wonderful, but what's the price I have to pay, Uncle Pontos? His brows draw together ever so slowly with a refined arrogance that feels foreign to you. The price is only a few things that don't matter at all. Things you don't need and won't even remember. Give it to me, Jago. No sooner had he spoken than the gaunt barred tail dips from the window towards your pocket. Towards the lopsided grasshopper you have been hiding. No! You jerk back on reflex, so the movement seemed to anger Pontos, and he seized you by the arm. You know nothing, little one. After all the trouble I went to find you. Oh no, it's the wet, slimy darkness. You freeze where you stand. It isn't only Pontos' finger against your skin now. A nameless dread makes you shift your head, and Pontos' deep blue eyes settle heavily on you. Since you want to see it, then look. See for yourself, Jago. See what I saved you from. You are soloed once more. Oh my god, you're right, there is a lot of war. Oh, what? Where are we? Hey pal, you hear me? Drifting off again? Watch out! Muddy water splashed across your face. You snapped back to yourself and stared, dazed, at the man beside you. Age stooped, wondering, but you recognize him. It is, beyond any doubt, an old Arnie. Arnie! Damn, these damn sailors, no respect for anything. If you ask me, all that voyaging has gone to their heads. Not a thought to spare for anything that actually matters. Arnie, what are you talking about? You always dream of being a sailor when we were kids, of seeing every continent. Did I? Come on, at our age, you stop chasing all that. Quiet life is plenty. Have you forgotten, old friend? We stopped talking about that back in our sophomore year. We talk about the news in the paper, one damn spreadsheet after another, pensions, the family dinner at once every 2 weeks. Oh my god, guys, uni life? He claps you on the shoulder and with trembling hands take 2 paper bags from the pharmacy window. Face it, you know better than me. Hell, once we graduated, we wouldn't even be bothered with long trips anymore. This damn arthritis. Thank god, aside from you and this painkiller, there's nothing else that need me to leave the house any. Oh my god, he's a shut-in? Loneliness, ha! When we were young, we thought it was as real as Bigfoot. Real true audio. So Thank you for the raid. How are you? It's been a while. Have you been good? How was Poppy Playtime? Holy shit, you're playing horror game. Crazy. How are you? So welcome raiders. I'm Rozarai, a zombie VTuber. Today we are doing one of my gacha game event story. A really hot man in the background telling his life story. Yeah, I couldn't send it. How are you? How was Poppy Playtime? It was fun. You've been playing Poppy Playtime a lot, right? Because every time I see you live playing Poppy Playtime, I'm assuming because you're trying to clear all the chapters. Yeah, there's like 5 chapters, right? There's one, so I think it's plenty, considering you're like quite busy, right? That's why you're streaming less. But yeah, I remember there's like multiple chapters. I'm like almost done with it. But thank you for the raid. If you need to raid and run and rest, please feel free to do so. Or you can stay and see a hot man that could appear in the story. She's going through all the chapters. Hey, I know. Because I keep saying Soul stream Poppy Playtime. I'm assuming like there's multiple chapters too. Thank you for the redeem, Kingdom. Wait a minute. Why did the game go so silent? Thank you for the redeem, Kinome. That's the hot man. See, look what those humdrum days did to Arnie. Now go and look again at what you traded for. I don't know, Soul. Is this guy your type, or is it the slightly older one? Because he does turn into an old man soon. And you see yourself lying in bed with the door husk. Of course, at first they'll be sad. They'll shed a few tears for you. You see a couple and their daughter out for a walk to clear their mind, comforting one another. But in a week or even a few days, they'll get over it soon enough. Do people really get over people dying that fast? I mean, depends, right? Venus walks off to university. Who knows? These kids may hold a little longer. Not much, of course. In the end, nothing will be left. No one will remember you. Excuse me. Winter, spring, another winter. Where's summer? Winter, spring, another winter. You watch the dust slowly settle through the house. Do you understand now, Jago? All I did was take the fun parts, the living parts, and bring them to everyone else. Your shell of a body is about to die, with or without you. Everyone you've ever known will go on living on their own lives that have nothing to do with you. Oops. Now Pontos' voice echoes in your ears, and the next second you stand once more in the hall that housed in Ambrinos. Now, Jago, think carefully. Cast off that shell, give up those meaningless memories, and stay here with us. You don't know where's the safe space anymore? As in, what do you mean? Arnie, Uncle White, every single person on the crowded dance floor at Ambrinos, all of them suddenly notice you. Hey, why the long face, you two? We just want big all over again. Come on, Jago, have a drink with us. In Ambrinos, nothing's worth worrying about. They laugh heartedly, gathering you in their midst. People are now passing their spoils around. Their tags are ringing in your ears again. Pontos hold out his hand, waiting for you to take it. Like that deal handshake you two made out when you were small. Oh my god, battle? That's crazy. What the heck, why are we fighting? The white claims all. You made a mistake with her, you will never make the same mistake with him. it does feel the writing does feel like the one who wrote Sue's story, but I think I still prefer Sue's story more. I think Sue's story is more horror. This one is it's kind of typical. It's the thing where like your bloodline unleash this horror. No, your bloodline sacrifice themselves to unleash this horror to like take out the enemies, but because you're blood related, you also get affected, and now that horror has come to pick you up, right? And then the other half, like, he picked you up to join everyone that got absorbed by the horror, and then like you remember, wait, I'm not supposed to be involved in this, and then the horror is like, no, you're stuck here forever, kind of thing, right? Wait, who are we fighting? Izzy. Who do you want to use? We don't have Pontos. But we have Acor. Let's go Acor. It's kind of box standard. It's kind of like two story merged into one. Is the standard of like your ancestors summon this great being to beat their enemies, but then that great being will be like, I'm gonna hunt down all your bloodline and curse them, and then you. In the current era, it's like, I have no idea what my ancestor did, but there's a great being hunting me down. But then the second half is like, this great being is not killing you. It's kind of like saving you from real life. It brings you like to a paradise. Yeah, it's not a curse. It's more like, I'm gonna save you to bring you to like nirvana where everything's happy and stuff. But then you're like, but I forget about my old life though. I want to remember my old life. Kind of thing. I can see the story. It's not bad. It's just like, I wouldn't say typical either, but you have heard this kind of stories before. So your story is a bit more unique horror, kinda. Looking at that familiar warm hand, you finally take a step back. Not meaningless. What? He knits his brow in disbelief, as if you're just talking gibberish. Those memories do mean something. Not to anyone else but me. But to me. This will work especially if you have a dead parents. We didn't have dead parents. Our parents got killed in front of us, but we didn't confirm their deaths, and we see them here. But I'm assuming is that being absorbed his parents too. That's why the sister is here and warning him too. I want to know what kind of life I live. I want to know why ever since I lost my memories, no matter how happy I am, something always feels missing. The grasshoppers prickle, press lightly against your fingertip, and for a reason you cannot name, you remember the trembling back of a child weeping by your bed. Thank you for your gift, Uncle Pontos, but it must be in a very long and precious life. For that, I give up eternal youth, eternal life, all of it. This story is more of an outsider coming to brainwash everyone. It's also standard used to be much more common. True, but the different thing about Sue's story is that you as a child recognize that outsider as your mom for some apparent reason, because your father summons you based on, or like, was it sacrifice the mom, or like part of the link to mom? Besides, Sue is like so-called being our mom too. The people stop talking. Every last face turned to look at you all at once. Your eardrums swell and ache as if about to split. The seeding of seawater pours into your skull. Oh yeah, so this is kind of the story. Sometimes is like a quite horror theme. Through the muffling water, you hear a sigh. Again, huh? Oh my god, Uncle Ass is here! The walls tremble, everything drips down through a sullen slime. Even after I freed you from that shell, age still makes you babble this kind of weak, foolish nonsense, just as Leisha did. You suddenly realize he's no longer Pontos. Before stands you a being so ancient as to be forgotten, vast, majestic, impossible to look upon. A cold dread freezes you where you stand and tears from you a soundless scream. You remember now. That's the same voice you heard when you first set foot in Buenos when you left and when you returned. Skins, ribs unfurling outwards, and then nothing hands, abyss. Stay here. Stay in Buenos. Oh, what did you say his name was, LTD? Noban, right? Was it Noban? Noban. Was it Noban or Noban? It sounds like somebody stealing that to someone new. Noden. Yeah, Lovecraft. Noden Lovecraft. There we go. Lord of the Great Abyss. Ah, okay. This Lord of the Great Abyss. That makes sense why he's talking about the abyss, right? Ancient. Oh shit, I didn't see what he typed. The moon. The bright pure moon hanging far, far away in the distant sky. Here in his embrace, here in Embuenos. Layers upon layers of wings, carrying within them an embrace, tightly and solid, and near and impossible to refuse, and a swallowing up. You are sharp, you are enfolded, you are taken in, you are falling into an endless stillness. Stop! Someone forces her way through the mindless cold crowd and rushes at the vortex of Pontos. It does him no harm, but an unmistakable shock makes his pupil tremble, his gaze fixing on her face. And here I thought I had only recreated an empty shell. Part of me still remains, like what remains of Jago, the thing he should have forgotten but that still shapes him. Let him go, Pontos. He doesn't belong here. Oh, Leisha. I love him. I love him the same way you do. Orny, white. All the people at Buenos, I keep saying it wrong. In silence, alongside the gone, they close in on you like crushing wall. No. Leisha looks at you. She sees her son Jago, and she also sees you. I know why you want them so badly. There's just more than just Jago in there, more than one soul. Wait, she can see us? And yeah, yes, and they will both forget everything. They'll both stay forever. Leisha is trapped once more. She twists her body around with all her strength and stares at you. Not at your face, but through it, as if trying to see into the deeper side of your soul. Please, whoever you are, I know you're in there. Take Jago back. Take him back to the life you are meant to live. The dense swarming black wings spread wide. It's all so serene, so alluring, that you find your feet moving towards them. And then you hear it, the voice of you. I believe I have made my choice. From that state of mind, a spirit struggles way free. It's us to shine! The survivor of the Yakusk explosion, Method Keeper, you take hold of this body. A silver radiance flicker in your palm. Jago's scattered memories are gathered up piece by piece. You know, Uncle Pontos, the first thing I just remembered was something so small, something that shouldn't have mattered at all. Pontos does not speak, he studies you in silence. When I turned 18, Arnie and I stuck aboard the nearest steamer and begged the sailors to let us work the bottom of the deck in exchange for passage. One free cruise, just like that. The next morning, we saw the most beautiful sunrise either of us had ever seen. Arnie said he wishes the sun would never set, but I didn't. Because the sun does set. Because every day ends. That what makes things we live through mean something. Enough of this foolishness. In Buenos, I can make the sun rise and set at your whim if that's what you wish. He closes his eyes, weary, his patience finally spent. He shakes his head firmly. What matters is the time we live through, not a sun that hangs there forever. I'm sorry, Pontos. He raised his hand, a wall of God closes in at you. Go, my servants. It's gone time! They both noticed. Yeah, I thought we aren't going in someone's dreamscape. We still are, we just forgotten, I guess. I don't think this is how a Gaunt's is supposed to look like, but sure. God time! God time! Why does it look so non-threatening? They have to use old models. Can't be helped. Which they make god enemies and Pontos. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm more surprised they didn't make Pontos the boss. That would be more interesting if Pontos was the boss. Guys, ready for some beatboxing? Are you ready for some beatboxing? Oh god damn it. Never mind. Really? Sure. Hello? Stay, please stay in everyone's stay in his embrace. Stay in Uncle's embrace. That's creepy. A lie. Oh, that's it. In another story not fit for children's ears, little Jago too gets his happily ever after. Pose the hollow one. Crit damage, reduce strength, and Pontos in the party gain 1 pack hunt. I feel like this is only good for DPS Pontos though, but DPS Pontos is so hard to play. Because DPS Pontos is, you gain as much crit damage from one of your, I think it was like your Slagon? Slagon or something gives you temporary crit damage, and then you use this, and then you use your X cost card to do AoE damage. But the thing is that scales horribly, that even if you have high crit damage, the base damage of that card is atrocious. So it's still not worth it. Not to mention that card is so expensive. So I don't know. If they buff his X-Cost cards a little more, it would be more worth it. But his X-Cost card damage is so low. Even in DPS Pontos, you read a mouse on this card. Yeah. I think the only issue is his X-Cost card. If they tweak the X-Cost card to like become like Sue's card, where it's like maybe 2 to 3 costs, but it deals more damage and has an effect. Because if it's a 2 to 3 cost, you can reduce the cost by other cards. You cannot reduce the cost of X-Cost cards. That's what screws him like horribly. Because you can't play that card. I mean, you're not supposed to play that card first anyway. I don't know. Yeah, the X-Cost card is probably for free strength down, but would you really use it though? You probably use it when you have like 1 or 2 costs left, right? You wouldn't use it at like max. Using it at max is crazy. A lie. I really want to know how they become an old man though. The suffocating pressure recedes like an ebbing tide. A violent stab of pain shoots through your brain and your vision goes white in pulsing waves. That hurt. Pontos stands there utterly alone. You can't make out this expression, but clearly something has left him. I need a reason. His voice is hoarse, his body still drawn taut, like some desperate cornered animal. Why? Why must you leave too? Why would you rather choose death than choosing me? Wait. Guys, is the what's it called? Is the Lord of Great Abyss also a playboy? Okay, when you say rather than choosing you, are you saying it has Pontos, or are you saying it has the Great Lord of Abyss? Slightly concerning. Slightly concerning, you're using Pontos' body and saying that line. You have no way to answer. Your memory is now as tangled as a shaggy dog that has rolled 3 times through the mud. Has Pontos probably. Right, because it was established at the start Pontos is a playboy, right? And then now he has from the Lord of Great Abyss says like rather than choosing him. I'm like, but I'm your nephew though. Leisha all but spent from the earlier battle, struggles to her feet and places herself between you and Pontos. Pontos is over. The living, if they stay in Avernus, pay with the loss of every memory beyond it. And the dead like me, reshaped has gone. Oh, their reshape has gone. Have all their memories slowly eaten away in the end. Let me say pay with the loss. Oh, so if the living stays in Avernus, they'll pay the memory. And if the dead stays there, they'll reshape and gone and their memories slowly eaten. Jago has made his choice, and I have made mine. Let us go, please. Pontos' lid pressed into a cold, flat line, his jaw clenched. You should still remember, you exist by virtue of Avernus. Leave Avernus and you'll die. Oh, so technically the sister didn't die. The sister somehow survived, but got absorbed by the great Lord of Abyss and kept here. So that's why she's technically still alive. Yes, but my old memories will come back too. I'll die as a human being. It's the only way. I already can't remember what you and Juggle look like as children. At least before I completely forget you both. Please. Pontus freezes. For the first time you see such grief in your expression. I really wish I could say that power was still controlling me. Oh, it is Pontus. Oh, it is Pontus. We beat the Lord of Abyss out of him. He closes his eyes as if to hide from something he can't bear to face. In the end, his lip twists into a self-mocking, defeated smile. Then I have every reason to defy your wish to do you harm. As in, will you do it? I have every reason to defy your wish to do you harm. Pontus you in silence. The chariot that once carried him to vengeance against his enemies now carries Leisha on her way as well. As the chariot of indescribable pearly light slides into the sky beyond Avernus, a look of release comes over Leisha's face. She turns back to face you both. And then she vanishes away into the night sea wind. Neither of you speak. You only stare for a long while into that void until Pontus breaks the silence. After you left Avernus, your life, what was it like? You hadn't expected his first words to be this. You blank for a moment before you start sorting through the tangled memories. Nothing seemed to have gone wrong with this domain. Neither Jago's memories nor yours are entirely intact. I'm not sure. There are memories of being Jago in my head now, and memories of someone else in a faraway place. All of it is in a tangle. You reach out into your pocket on reflex to touch the grasshopper. But even so, plain, ordinary, busy, the same routine day after day, it was a happy life. Happy enough to make me who I am. Happy enough that no matter what, I want to go back. He gazed into your eyes, quiet and still. It almost feels like the way Leisha once looked at you. He's not only looking at Jago. Okay, uncle. I know the keeper's in there too. Control yourself. God damn it. You got it wrong, Jago. Rozarai. Guys, you need to remember, we're in a dream, we're in a domain, we're like in a memory. What? A chill runs through you. How can he know your name? Isn't this only a domain? He slips back into that cold, aristocratic composure as if nothing ever slipped from his grasp, and calmly gives you a smile. I know you were in there all along. I know you are him. Ever since you were a child, I knew it different. Please don't say that with that smile. That's the smile of someone preying on you. We haven't beaten the abyss out of him. He has control of it. He has control of it. Has been in control since the first time. Oh, Pontus is in control. Oh, so Pontus is the one that wants us to stay here for. He wants us to live forever, but we reject that out of him. Then he was abusing the Lord of Abyss power then. Okay, I thought the Lord of Abyss took a hold of him. No, he was always been in control. I don't like his smile though. The muffled noise that belonged to the seawater closes over your ears once more. You are both too young, too unknowing. You mistook that hundred life for happiness. This time, I will not make the mistake of leaving the choice in your hand again. You were wrong. He never yielded. He will not, and was never going to. Let go. He only set down a glowing lure. He had long since discovered the other part of you. He was going to find you. He would allow No more surprises. Pontos may not be a groomer, but he's a predator, right? That smile that smile he gave, and then when he said this, I know you were there all along. Like, too easy. That battle, that victory. It had been a trap to lure you out. Whatever the price, whatever the thing I must swear my allegiance to, I will keep the revelry of Buenos going forever. No one knows why he had suddenly allowed age to take hold of him. All of Buenos shakes with him. The medium around him and the seawater surging from his chest melt together, indistinguishable from one another. Perhaps they were friends, perhaps enemies. Countless black arms reach out from his chest, clawing at his skin, caressing it. Don't say it like that. As if trying to flee, as if longing to be with him forever. I am on the road with no way back, nor do I need one. The years you never lived through means nothing. Here in Buenos, they are tame, controllable, they cannot hurt you. This really is a shame. I cannot keep you here just yet. Our time is up, Rozarai. A weightlessness catches you off guard, wrenching you up and out of the torn space. Sky-blotting gods spread their membranous wings and come surging towards you in a soft rush. Worry not, we'll see each other again soon enough. Alright, old man. Morimens and I will wait for your return forever. The mark of age wither across Pontos' body like erosion. Laughing, he raised a toast to you from Morimens and it rapidly recedes into the distance. In your last glimpse before the darkness engulfs him, you see two figures standing at his side. He let no one go, he kept them all, every last one. Right stood near Leisha and a young Jago. What? It was a lie? So he didn't let Leisha go. Damn, it was actually a lie. Holy shit. Unlike you, he seemed malicious. He does seem malicious. We thought he changed. Like he let Leisha go to let her die peacefully, right? He lied. Orita, why are you here? What? Orita, why are you here in my room? What? And then what? Kiefer, did he just let you fall to your death? Oh my god, we're repeating what Jago did. Jago told the story to Vera, right? Now we're telling the story to Orita. Uncle Pontos was so mean. He can't do that to you. Yeah, how could he? Pontos was so mean. You and Orita angrily go over what you got put through in the dream. You turn around and immediately got spooked by a certain someone who's been standing in the doorway, hands in his pocket. Heaven knows how long he's been eavesdropping. Is Pontos here? After that, little Jago made it out safely. He opened his eye and woke from the dream. Oh my god, he's already in MTAG. He's already in MTAG University. So we already awakened him then. So basically we found him, we awakened him, and then we go back, we go into his domain to know his story, right? So he's already here. He found himself lying in his own bed at home with the people he loved gathered around him. The other main character of the story leans against the wall of Orita's bedroom and in a low, unhurried voice supplies the ending. He remembered every memory of his whole life, peacefully closed his eyes and went to a happy place. Orita lets out a small, content snore and gradually drifts off into a hazy sleep, just like the Vera in your memory. Pontos still his head towards the door and makes a gesture invitation. I imagine you'd like to have a word with me? This man, this old playboy man. The thing about Sue's story, I don't remember Sue's story interact with the keeper, right? It just ends in the domain itself. An overdue reunion. Don't you just love the sound of that? You didn't tell Orita how it really ended. You lied, didn't you? You never let Leisha go. The only one who got to leave everyone else was me, not Jago. Yeah, he still kept everyone. Cut off so bluntly, Pontos isn't annoyed at all. He grins and arches his eyebrow. Of course, obviously. Some stories aren't meant for children, right? Then I imagine this appearance you're wearing now is just to show everyone that aging, the one thing you miss, means nothing to you. To show you got everything under control, huh? Time, aging, even other people's lives. The hostility in your words is probably getting too obvious to miss. Pontos doesn't answer directly, gives you a smile that infuriates you to no end. Who knows? Perhaps On simply wanted to try something new. So he's aging himself not because he has to age. He just for having fun with it. He's a Temperance, but Pontus is malicious predator. So sorry, I know to keep talking to. I can't remember Sue's story. Maybe it was like a while back. But I know Sue isn't malicious. Sue is literally doing what she's summoned to do in her own way, right? But Pontus is literally malicious. Why is he using attack then? So we cannot take place in artwork because currently we meet her in one of the events. Oh yeah, we meet her in not the train. Train was fake. I can't remember. I'm sorry. Yes, the JoJo's or Naruto's. Anyway, I'm glad you remember. For the very first time I came to Midtag, I've been looking forward to this day. Every nose is still waiting for you, Rozarai. Can you not, sir? In case you need a friendly reminder, Midtag has an extensive security system. No need to be so tense. Speaking of that, I'm rather curious, my little one of Midtag. You are no longer Jago. Do you have an answer for me now? Pontos still his head slightly, and you look deep into his deep blue eyes. If I give you the choice one more time, what will you choose? Eternal life in unfading youth, or the memories a whole lifetime creates? The sound of water, the beat of wings, that familiar distant white noise slowly seep through your body once more. Over your chest, over your ears, over. My luck. Thank you, Oglia. Oh my god. Yeah, so we beat, but wasn't the train event all set up? Oh wait, no, it was N and Sue. Everyone else was a illusion. Only Sue and N were real. Now I remember. Yeah, Sue was the only one that's real in the train. But Sue was like technically working for N. That's why when I did Sue's story, right, it felt so random. It's like, where do you come from? At least for Pontus. Wait, this shouldn't be in. This should be. Wait, this cannot be Arc 1. This cannot be Arc 2. Because in Arc 2, there's no Midtech University. So this has to happen. Either this happened after Arc 2 and we come back to the university, or this happens before Arc 2. Before we get sent to the other dimension. Right? You step back to yourself. In the distance, ugly Lieutenant Ramona walking towards you, walking fresh off a training session while dolls, puppets analyze their training data. The person beside you lets out a deeply regretful sigh. Don't worry, I'll keep that choice open for you always. Guys, you also want to know something? Ebuinos is in his chest. That makes a lot of sense because every time when we exile him, we zoom in onto his chest and then like you go into that blob. With that, he leaves. The horizon where the sun setting is about to sink reflects a faint dreamlike, gentle pearly glow. There's still so much you want to ask about the mass slaughter that ends stirred up amongst the cultists on nothing more than a whim with no purpose, no target at all. Yeah, I feel like Sue's story and Ponto's story, like some of the newer character story probably happened after Arc 2, right? It feels more fitting that it happens after Arc 2 because more shit happened then, right? And we know, so and every freaking bad shit, the freaking N is the cause of it. I love him. I want to see Barrows here fanning the flames of it. About the 100-odd years of madness, vengeance, Pontus wager afterwards. About whether for even a single instant he too had wavered towards another possibility, so had the years leave their mark on him. But whether Jago and Leisha are still reveling in Ebuinos even now, in the end you can only pray he won't get into something with Professor Dexter in school. The two playboys! Leiko, are you here? The two playboys are playing together! Wait. Okay, for those of you who knows Dexter's true person, for those of you, wait, this means so much more for those of you who finish Arc 1. Because for those of you who finish Arc 1, you guys know who Dexter truly is. And if this line where Anne was the one who stirred the cultists, these two should not meet. Right? These two should not meet. Because Pontos would hate Anne. Because Anne was the one who started all of this. Right? Holy shit. I can't wait for the future plot twist. Anne was the cause of Tulu's lie becoming a possibility. We haven't seen Anne in the second dimension, right? In Arc 2 dimension. In Arc 2 dimension, we have not met a single Aeon. So maybe Aeons, the 3 Aeons doesn't exist in the other dimension. That's why the other dimension is like much worse. You shake your head and walk without the slightest hesitation to your friend's side. Wait, I wonder what the art is for his post then. So I'm totally out of water because I've been drinking and talking. What? It's not his ass? I'm disappointed. I am disappointed his pose isn't him in the event page. That is disappointing. Okay, let me quickly clear this. Let me finish this. 2136K? That's little. In Arc 2, we only met Anne. Train event vision point and Arc 2 chapter 5. Wait, chapter 5? We only met Anne in the, but the beach event. Oh, the beach event has to be part. But the beach event should be Arc 1, no? Because we meet Ramona. Unless the beach event is after Arc 2. I don't know, it feels very weird sometimes. No, the beach event is Arc 2 Clementine. The thing is, I did all the events. The in between of the event is so long, I can't remember what happens each time. I always thought the beach event. I know Anne is involved in the beach event. I feel like the beach event is more like a Katigura event. Because it does revolves around Katigura a bit. Right. Are you ready, guys? Are you ready for the beatboxing? Clementine is the one who must find the event with the help of towel. In part 2, I assume Anne was behind it since the Black Sun. True. But was he involved with the Black Sun though? The Black Sun did appear in Katigura's story, right? But I can't remember if he was the one directly involved. Let me show you Orita first. My son appeared there in part 1 event. Hold on, let me double check everything. When are they gonna up? When are they ever gonna unlock Nightmare? It's been there for so long. Yeah, it was a short story because short stories are the one here. So I know Kategura wants a short story. Oh my god, is Naked Man gonna be there? He is. Menus will be unlocked when there's a lot more hard mode clear so the player base. Oh, true, true. Like quite a number of people are struggling with hard mode for like chapter 2 at least. Radio drama. Let's see. Yeah. So if I no, actually, we'll see through here. Even though like the thing is actually horrible here. I know this is horribly aligned. I just want to see if they put the like the newer ones. Yeah, this makes no sense whatsoever. This definitely doesn't make sense. Pontos being here doesn't make sense at all because by this time we are not in the first dimension. We're in the second dimension, right? So us meeting Pontos and having Lotan, Doll, Ramona there is like, no. CG man. Oh yeah, that could remind me. True. That can remind me. Was it this one? No, this one. Okay, scroll down to. Wait, no, this is background. Story CG. Lagging. Okay. Ugly story. Some of it doesn't like involve us, so this Daffodil story should happen before we go to the second dimension because by that time we know all daffodils across all dimension. There exists only one daffodil across all dimension because they all share the same mind / consciousness. Ramona is definitely arc 1 because Time Zone Ramona is the one that brought us to the second dimension. Salvador's story should happen way earlier than arc 1. I feel like Salvador's story should be even like before arc 1 because it's like his story is like super old. Fall of Giant 2. Fall of Giant story should also happen way before we join Midtag. At least around there, yeah. 24's story. Her story should happen before she met us, but I think when we go into her domain, it's like right after chapter 2. You need a timeline. They do, but it's horrible. I'm pretty sure when we did her domain, it's right after she joined Midtag. Horla story. Horla story is definitely Act 1. Whose story is this? That's a great. Oh, this is Tulu's story. Tulu's story should also be Art 1 because it's normal Tulu. Raika's story should happen before we join Midtag because it's a standalone. 24 is chapter 4-6. The script is Miriam. I don't think I've done. Oh wait, no, I think I've done this script. Yeah. Lotans. Wait, this Lotan. This is Halots or Lotans? This is Halot, right? Yeah, this is Halots. Happy Hunting is post chapter 7. G Halot, yeah. It's post chapter 7 after Mother Tree? Okay. Oh, this is Tulu's story. Wait, whose story is this then? Oh, Desecrate. Desecrate is Miriam Dreamscape. Miriam Dreamscape should happen way before our story. Because it's literally how Miriam became Miriam. Coronation Day. Tulu's story should also be way before. And this is Arc 1, Arc 2. I mean, Arc 2, Part 1, Part 2. Corpuscle's story could happen anytime. Corpuscle's story should happen anytime. The brother's story should be before Arc 2. Before... Yeah, because in Arc 2, during anniversary, we use not Pontos. We use this... What is his name again? What is this? The younger brothers? What's Castor's brother again? Pollux. Yeah. It should be before Arc 2, because in the anniversary of Arc 2, when we try to connect with Ramona, we uses Pollux's heart as a connection. So Pollux and Castor already joined Mitag before we got transferred to the second dimension. Yeah. So this should happen. It happens right after Chapter 7. But after Chapter 7, Thais is with us though. The heck even hits Pollux and Castor. But how did Pollux get in contact with, or was it Castor? One of them got in contact with Thais, right? By the end of Chapter 7, Thais no longer there anymore. Thais is inside of us. Right? So I feel like this should be before Chapter 7. Because in Pollux and Castor's story, Thais appear. By the end of Chapter 7, Thais no longer technically exists outside our body, right? Because we absorb Thais as an Aeon. The beach dogs are hunting for Castor. The Juliet, right? You misremember a lot of details, damn. That's why we were doing the story. Yeah, this is yada yada. I can't remember Katigura's story. All I know is N is the cause of everything. I skipped Pigman's story because I really wasn't interested in Pigman. See you Neverland. See you in Neverland. Nah, it's okay. We'll go through the story. We're slowly going through the story again, right? Okay, now I vaguely remember. These CGs. Holy shit. Okay, yeah. Okay, I remember now. This event definitely happened in Arc 2 because I remember all of it wasn't real. Yeah, I remember I saw that didn't fit in. Yeah, I remember I saw that comment. I remember now. See You Neverland is Arc 2 because none of it was real. It was all an illusion. I remember now. It was all an illusion. This was all an illusion. It wasn't real. It was all Clementine's. It was Clementine's way of making us feel happy. Yeah, I remember now. At the end of it, Clementine say this was just an illusion, something to help us with something. I can't remember. Hold on, let me turn on my AC. It's a bit warm. Bruh, the story. It's too much. There's too much to remember. Because a lot of the characters' story kind of crisscross. Because one thing is we go into their past, means technically it happened all on the way back. Then secondly is as a keeper, we go into the past and they for some reason can see us. Man, naked man ass. Okay, let me clear this. Okay, I technically don't need the first one anymore. The first one is... What fishbone is this? The white one? Prey. I don't need prey anymore. Probably this one then. Yeah, this one. I mean, technically we do we want money? I don't know, clear everything and then we get money. In Toulouse Dreamscape, we are the yeah, that's the thing. And then like more than half the story, people like look like, I know you're in there. It's like, but we're in a memory. We're in a domain of a memory. What do you mean you can see us through? And because of that, the real one that actually come to us remembers us. Like, you know how Pontos is like, I'm gonna ask you again. I was like, well, we went into a memory. How does the real one know? It's confusing. All these loopholes. You're not supposed to be real. You're just a memory. Also, have I rolled everything? We're ending, but we went. It's like time travel. It's actually just time travel. It's like we travel into the past, and the past person saw us, and then when we go back to the present person like, I saw you in the past. I was like, is that how time travel work? We aren't changing the past. Yeah, I know we're not changing the past, but we should not exist in the past. So the present them shouldn't know us, but the present them know us because we traveled to the past, right? It's all this time travel. It's not even time travel. Yeah, it's not even time travel. We go into a memory. It's not even time travel. Oh, it's Where's my Clementine again? E3. It's not even E3, it's freaking E2. Malay had a dream about their past and we inserted there. Oh, true. The domain is like we have to put them to sleep, right? We have the machine for it or something. 120 pulls. What is the overexalt anyway? Gain strength, 50% attack, and keep fighting. Clementine Prefire. What's this Simati trigger? Ooh, that's pretty good. Wait, gain strength to 50% of your attack. Isn't your attack pretty high? 70. Oh, that's pretty okay. But like, wait, no, it's not 70. That's 80. It's 82. But would you ever overexalt? I don't think I ever. I guess if you want to stack more, you would overexalt. Wait, Pontos is. Oh no, Pontos is over here. I don't think I have any much to draw, to be honest. Have I done weekly? If you've done weekly, then I don't need to pull at all. I have not done weekly. So it's time for our weekly 30 pulls, I guess. I think I was pulling you so I can get AA. There we go. Nope. Nope. You don't even need to do 30 pulls. I know, but I'm lazy to do the rest. I feel like this is this is an excuse for me to do 30 pulls. Oh my god. This is just an excuse for me to do 30 pulls. Do 30 pulls till I get something I want. Where are you at? Where are you at? Weren't you like pretty high already? Oh no, it's not as high as that. What is your... Wait, your Ixiom? I don't even care about your Ixiom because I never browse you. After playing Shadow Moon base... nah, I don't even rouse you, so it's fine. Who was the other one? Who was the other one? You! Oh my god, you have overexalt now!
私はタフにできているから、私を使うときはもっと力強くでも大丈夫。遠慮はいらないよ。
Okay, at least you don't sound worse than that. Although we're gonna get 10 this round. It's okay. It's alright. If only your stats were better. Okay, I don't think I'll do D-Zone today, because I want to save that for like when I go to work. I need something to do on the train. Oh wait, no, yeah, I need something to do on the train, so we'll do this instead, because I don't think I have time to do this. Sound effect by times 2. It makes that usable for healing and strength. Really? But then you have to rouse her though. Is she worth that rouse? Playing a card, a nigga start enhance, get temporary strength of this size. So up to 50%. So you gain 100% more strength. No, you gain. After you play a card, her next assault is enhanced temporary. You always try to rouse everyone anyway? I mean, certain teams I can't rouse everyone because their key gen isn't as high. I think for strength, yes, but for healing though. I mean, for healing, you just have to keep exalting her. What is your... Oh, I guess this gains a lot, right? Embryo Fusion. I still feel like the only reason I don't use her because this card is horrible. I know it's 0 cost, it's cheap, but why is the strength gain temporary? If this strength gain is permanent, it's perfect. Why? Why is this temporary? Why couldn't this be Why couldn't this be permanent strength gain? You're paying 10% of your health. You're paying 10% of your health, and the only thing, I guess, Embryo Infusion and Illumus, but still, only playing a cards and powers and exile. Yeah, that's, I know. And this card is the worst. You can't get rid of it. I can't believe one of her enlightenment is making this card retain, which is stupid. I feel like the enlightenment should have made this card retain and prepare, because having this being retained is stupid. It's so bad. This card is so bad. What is your... I was about to ask what is your main stat, and then I realized everything is your main stat. No, what is your... What did it give to? Realm Mastery and Death Resistance. It's not even elements, it's Death Resistance. Realm Mastery makes sense, but Death Resistance? But Pain and Pleasure is the meta for Story Boss? Is it the one because you take a lot of damage so you get back shield for your the next attack? But its 3 cost is so expensive. It's crazy expensive though. It's so expensive. It's crazy expensive. Whatever. Previously, this Lake was in my team. Which team was it? I think before I got... Yeah, Lake was in this team. Before I got Salvador, Lake was in this team. Then I'm like, wait, Salvador heals way better. And Salvador does damage. So I swapped Lake for Salvador. Right, okay, let me clear all of this. Which I have, I know, and then I'll probably end stream. I need to end stream early today because I need to start preparing for my trip, so I won't be around for the whole 2 weeks. Where was it? I have done Dark Forest, which is the first one. Let's do the rest. Godward. Shall we do it fast? Shall we do it fast, guys? Shall we do it really fast? really fast. I'm gonna go meet tag. Oh my god. I'm gonna see Pontos. I'm going down under to see Pontos. Is that a little overkill? I feel like that was a little overkill. Yeah, that was a little overkill. That was a little overkill with Mascara. Yeah, easy. Corrosion is so OP. This shouldn't be allowed. Too bad I probably can't do this for story bosses though. The story bosses has mechanics. I'm just going down under for holiday. Really? That little bit? You won't do it for that little? Man! Okay. Damn it, I don't have... Oh wait, no, this gives corrosion, right? That's so little corrosion. Is it time? It's time. Let's see, temporary damage. Mascara. Oh, I didn't even weaken. Damn it. That's why the damage felt really weak. That's not enough damage. I need more Mascara. I'm not drawing Mascara. That's so annoying. Are you serious? Whatever. Yeah, sure. Why is she so OP? She's just a collab character. Like freaking, you can do like a one shot with Saya and Mochan. I just have to plan that when I draw, I don't double draw Mascara. Or at least draw one Mascara, excuse me. Oh, I forgot this team. This team key flare is like pretty low too. Yeah, this is like the worst draw if you double draw Mascara.
にもさせないよ。シャイニングスーパーノバ。これどうだ。はいはい、順番は守ろうね。
There. Okay, let's do one more Vespera.
絶対に祖国へ帰る。
Do
私
this.
たちの邪魔は誰にもさせないよ。やっと本性が出せる。満足するまでたっぷり遊んであげるよ。
Was this enough? Yep, this is enough. Bye bye.
やっぱ退屈な日常なんだよりアドレナリンとボドボドこの瞬間の方が私に向いてる。お疲れ様。いい収穫はあった？
Okay, next. This is Miriam. Sure. Speed running the event, guys. I'm still disappointed the final boss isn't Pontos. Where is the man? He should be the one fighting us. Where's that +1 rewinding style? This is also the reason why oh my god, that's horrible. I don't see Saya's. What was it? I don't see Saya's exile because the battle ends by then. Oh, Vespera? Damn it. Wait a minute. Yep, bye bye. You gonna rouse the face too? Nah. Like, inval? Nah. Are they ever gonna make it so that corrosion doesn't go through inval? I feel like corrosion going through inval is a little OP. Just a little OP. I'm more surprised that corrosion is ×3 damage. Like, isn't ×3 also a little high? Yeah, see? Like, corrosion is so OP. Probably not since his life loss. True, but it's life loss that's ×3 the damage you dealt. So it's like, that's really OP. And I think it wasn't as OP because caster can't apply it as much as Saya. Saya is just, well, that's all your life gone. Where's my Vespera? I did not draw it, god damn it. 25% corrosion. Damn. Well, I'll just beat you up normally then. If I can apply corrosion, I'll just beat you up normally. Okay, who was the last boss again? Right. Of course it's you. It makes sense you're the final boss. I was like wondering, why is N the final boss? It was like, because N started it all, as per usual. Hello, N.
私はいつでも大丈夫だよ。はい、生首
I didn't know. I don't remember you being voice acting going.
急はこれから。はいはい、順番は守ろうね。
If Saya applies too much corrosion to trigger, then you clearly need an AA caster to make it times 5. Wait, caster makes it times 5?
はい、生首いっちゃおう。悪の報いを味わえ。あの世へ。とクリール。
So I put an A caster and Clam, definitely a fair balance team. Then Clam is the one that triggers it, right? Oh wait, no, Pollux can also trigger it. Oh my god, I double dip, draw. Oh shit. Oh shit. Guys, I forgot. The N has counter. I forgot. That is definitely bad. Uh-oh. We could defend a little, I guess. In terms of healing again. That makes sense, yeah. Why is your counter permanent? No. Your counter's permanent? I mean, I could stun you. You know what? Damn, it's a carryover. Guys, I think I met my match. I think I met my match. The guy has counter. I can't do anything. Wait, hold on. I can't heal, right? Damn it. Machete, please, you're killing yourself. Okay, just as planned. Just as planned, guys. Slap him before he slaps you. Okay, that should be the last one. Yeah, we're done with this event. We're done with Playboy Uncle. Ooh, okay, so I forgot Madness gives quite a bit too. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna end it there for today, guys. Because I still have things to pack and prepare for my trip. So I wanted this to be a short stream anyway. So we're gonna end it there for today, way earlier. So now let's go to just chatting. So a bit for those of you on YouTube who don't know, I am going on a trip this Thursday. So because let me close the game first. Because I'm going on a trip on this Thursday, I won't be streaming tomorrow and Wednesday because I need to prepare. Why you pack so much? Just buy clothes every day. Shut up, I say. So I won't be streaming tomorrow and Wednesday because my flight is on Thursday night. Friday midnight to be exact. I need to be at the airport like way before, so I can't stream on Thursday either. And I won't be around until the following Thursday when I fly back. So no stream for at least a week and a half. So for those of you who are here from Morimens, there won't be Morimens Monday next week. I'll probably make an announcement on YouTube the community page, which I barely use. I should use that more. Yeah, so that's the news. That's the goss. That's the tea. I'm gonna be streaming for like 2 weeks. Then I just put on some D-slime. I'm not gonna be Pontos. I'm not gonna be Pontos. So yeah, that's the key thing. Yeah, that's pretty much it actually. Like, this is a short stream anyway. So when we come back, I'll probably stream Nikkei. So I probably will stream back like the Saturday, like next week Saturday. Yeah, probably. Because Friday I'll use it to rest up, and then Saturday we can do Nikkei story again. And then Monday Morimens will probably start chapter 2. I'll be rereading chapter 2. Yeah, because I don't think Morimens has content the following 2 weeks. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's another... Oh, there is a new Chaos character. So we'll see if there's a new Chaos character. But yeah, we're gonna end it here for today, guys. Short stream. We just want to see Uncle's story. Playboy Uncle's story. So yeah, for those on YouTube, thank you for the alert, chat, like and subscribe. I'll see you all in 2 weeks. Kinda like 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks. Like 12 days or something. 2 Saturdays over, yeah, pretty much. Bye, YouTube.